Truth. Yes, sir. You know who it is. Often imitated, never duplicated. The truth around the SML, baby. We're back for the quarter edition. We have a great show, baby. Let's go. Fellas, what's going on? Coach Paulie here. The truth around the SML, the most popular show in the SML. Loved and hated, but we'll take both, man. We'll take both because we only tell the truth here on the truth around the SML. So, on the show today, quick agenda. I'm going to bring on a caller everybody wants to hear from. We haven't heard from him much lately, but, you know, today you will hear from him. And then I'm going to go around the league standings and tell you what I think about your chances and your team. And then we're going to go into Game of the Week and the Truth Top 10 Power Rankings, which are pretty interesting this week. And they only give it to Truth. And then I'm going to end off with Water Cooler Talk for the boys, the only segment in the SML that is not afraid to hurt people's feelings. And that's why, you know, we're here, and that's why we're requested, because we tell the truth. So we're going to bring on a caller during Water Cooler Talk who's going to blow the SML up. And he's going to, he has some hurt feelings, but, you know, we're going to get through it together. Admins told me not to run this show after I ran the idea by them. But, you know, me, I don't care, man. I don't care if it's controversial. I just got to bring the truth to the people. And that's what I'm going to do. You know, hey, if I get booted, it is what it is. You know, I got leagues wanting my presence, but I just got to, you know, get some controversy in this league because all the stock talks are really, you know, putting me to sleep in this league. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring on this guy here, man. He was, you know, he said he was going to do it, and he did it, man. He did it. He ran the table pretty much last year. And he's very, very, very successful coach. So I'm going to give him the intro, and then we're going to go from there, man. Let's roll.
The champ is here. 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 The champ is here.
Yes, sir. The most controversial voice, and now he has a ring. Coach Dookie, are you there?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Dookie is in the house, man. Hey, first off, I just want to say congratulations on your championship. You predicted it, and I'll give you credit, man. Congrats, man.
Thank you very much. You know what I said? I said I was going to win a title, and I did that. You know, so I'm a man of my word. That's all.
Yeah, I agree, man. Hey, I'm a man of my word, and I tell you that was the truth. No doubt about that. So, I have a couple questions for you. They're going to be, you know, first question is going back to the last playoffs. Who is the toughest game you played? Was it Dan or was it anybody in the NFC?
Wow, that's actually a pretty good question. Honestly, to me, it would be QP solely because against Dan, I feel like I made mental mistakes, which is why the game ended up being so nip and tuck the whole way through. But QP's offense, in my opinion, is better than Dan's because I had Dan in third and long for most of the game, but QP kept making big plays constantly. So I'll probably say QP. Yeah,
you know, a lot of people, Dan, you know, they're not giving him the credit because he hasn't really, you know, he hasn't beat Prime in the playoffs and QB's gone. So he's kind of like, I don't know, like the JV champ maybe. I don't know. That's what a lot of people are saying anyways. But all right, so next question. A lot of people around the SML are saying, and the disciples are saying that, you know, you didn't really win that Super Bowl, that Dan really lost it by his bonehead, fat fingers, run commit. What do you think about the people that say that?
It's just complete nonsense. Because, you know what I'm saying, pregame, you see them talking on heat check saying that I run basically an elementary school offense and that Dan's going to win easily by 10-plus points and all this nonsense. And look, the fact is I got more stops than Dan. I outscored Dan, and I won the game. Did Dan make a mistake? Yes. I made mistakes? Yes. Can't crack under pressure. That's as simple as it is, man.
Yeah, and Dan didn't have the luxury of having his, his butt boy Faz just blow it, by that's one thing Dan didn't have. He couldn't say, "Hey, Dookie, just give me the game," like he did during his Super
Exactly.
Bowl. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nah. All right, next question here. Why? People want to know, why have you been so silent lately? Has the admins kind of muzzled you up, or is it just something else?
With that, whenever we got the little evals back, I was looking at my grades and I was wondering, I believe I had a 2 for chat positivity. And I was questioning the logic behind that, considering the same people that I'd be going back and forth with had 4s and 5s.
Mm-hmm.
And I spoke to a certain someone, I won't name them, you know what I'm saying? But he said, essentially, I just gotta not argue with people. So I said, well, if I say anything, an argument's gonna happen. So I'd rather not. And I've just been laying low until playoffs come around. I will crank up the heat. Don't worry.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of sensitivity around here, man. Like sometimes I think, we're in a girls' league, and it's just we're all men here. We're all trying to have a good time. Nobody's going at people's families. And we've had people in the past that are a lot worse, go at heads. You're just playing the game and talking trash, man. So I respect you. Yeah, man. Next, who is your biggest challenge in the SML right now? If you're gonna say one guy who kind of gives you will challenge you for your 10th title, whatever, but who is it?
Wow. Honestly, out of everybody in the SML, it would have to be. Gosh, I hate saying this. It would have to actually end up being you, because you were the only person that legit just whooped me, and I feel like there was nothing I could do that entire game. Faz, I'm not worried about Faz. I'm not worried about Dan. I'm not worried about Bomber. Prime, not worried about. The only person that concerns me that I actually lost to is just you. Well, so as long as
yeah, man, like, I don't know. I'm glad that you said that. And guys, I didn't pay him to say that. The way I roll, man, I'm not good in the sticks like you guys. I just prepare for my opponents and roll the ball. I got a lot of great animations. I got a lot of one-play runs, like random madam shit. I call it like it is, man. I call it spade a spade. All right, so it is what it is, man. But, hey, you got Prime in a couple weeks. Set your focus on him, because that will be the biggest game of the regular season in the SML, without a doubt.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
All right. I got 3 more questions. Now, this question's a little heated, okay? I got my disciples, because we're the only real news, really only TMZ in the SML here, because nobody else wants to do work here. Everybody else is lazy. So, the truth of my disciples, we got word that you're on a short leash here with admins. Do you think you can last the whole cycle without getting the boot? What do you think about that? What do you got to say?
I would say I don't think I can, but I say I would know I will.
Okay.
I know for a fact I will last the entire cycle. I'm not worried about getting booted. It's the Donna Dookie. Like, it's just simple and plain. Like, the ¡1 player in the SML, they know they can't get rid of me, man. It's too much content. It's too much entertainment coming from me, man.
Yeah, man, I got you. I'm with you, man. I'm all about entertainment, man. The league has got a little stale. I'm not going to say. Lately, it has got stale with the stock talks and Matt boring, and I made this off there. It's just boring-ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So, next, 2 more questions. One person in the SML you would love to put 50 on, and if you got the right and Prime let you do it, put 50-0 on somebody, who would it be?
Oh, that's an easy one. Mad Bomb. Whenever I think I play in week 7, week 8, whichever week it is, I guarantee you I'm going to be Bomber by at least 30. No matter what.
I love it.
I'm going to be Bomber by at least 30.
Oh, I love it. That's going to be a great matchup. Bomber, as you know, him and you are like oil and vinegar, man. Different sides of the tree. So, hey, if you put 50 on him, okay, if you put 30 on him, I'm gonna drop some money, man, on you, man. Venmo you some money, I think, man, for some college, some college, whatever you want to buy. But, all right, last question here. Who is, hands down, the guy that you see on your schedule and you say that's an automatic dub, man? Who is the worst player in the SML? Who do you think?
The worst player in the SML, let's see, that I've played. Wow. Well, in terms of just playing them one time, it would be KJ.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like in conference, I guess that would be, since I have to play them multiple times. Even though I said that this person was underrated at the time, I have to give it to Cole only because his offense is so predictable. Like I can pick out everything that he's going to run, and it's going to be clamps the whole way.
Yeah, I agree with that. He gives me trouble, but after you play him more than once, you can kind of figure out what he's gonna run. It's a lot of deep stuff, and it's a lot of big plays. But I agree with you, man. And KJ, he's a man of the people, so I won't let KJ down too much. But Dookie, hey, you have anything else to say, to the SML community before you go?
Let's see. Really, only thing that there is to say is I'm going back to back. That's one thing. The second thing is Bomber, be ready, because you talk down on my defense, and I'm about to put on a defensive masterpiece whenever we play. And Faz, calm down that I got Michael Thomas, man. I know it pressed you knowing that your Super Bowl chances went down the drain, but just calm down. That's all.
All right, man. Hey, I like the Bomber game, man. The Bushwhackers are about to get whacked, maybe. I don't know. I hope so. We'll see what happens. It's good for business. But Dookie, congratulations on the championship. Hopefully we have you around this time next season. That means you won another championship, man. But, hey, good luck the rest of the way, and hopefully I'll see you soon, man.
All right, see you.
All right, Dookie, peace out. All right, hey, we're on next. We're going to run around the SML real quick. I'm going to tell you what I think about the standings and the division matchup so far in the division standings. First, we're going to go in the AFC East. We have the Dolphins, yours truly, 3-1. I've just, played pretty good. I took it on the chin from the Mad Bomber. I'm not in his class, but hey, I'm right below it, and I'll compete the best I can. The Patriots, 2-2. He started off a little slow with his stupid excuses, like he's trying to develop his quarterback. When I really looked at his game, he wasn't trying to develop shit, man. He just got beat down. Okay, Matt, don't pass. Run if you're gonna win here, man. We've seen it all. Your best game is when you run. Latin Yank, Alex, 1-2. And, man, Noel is tough, man. He still has some effects from falling through that skyscraper, man. 1-3, and he's got his ass beat down pretty good, man. Life is tough, when you don't have French and his all-star team and all the abilities, I guess. Man, I know, we're pretty even, but, I don't know why you're 1-3, Noel. You're my boy. Let's get it, let's get it. You want me and you to tag team and we'll get little Matt, bend him over a little bit? Let me know. I'm all for it. Remember, he won the division last year, not me. I'm no threat, man. I'm just a poor little Dolphins. AFC West, again, we got the priest, the pastor, the Pope, 3-0 once again. We got Future at 3-1. He's where he is, usually second in that division because there's only really two teams. Then we got DW, the nicest man, the pole monster, in the SML at 1-3. I just played him. He's pretty good, man. He's pretty good. You got to watch out for number 19, that receiver, though. He's hell with him. And we got ZZ 0-4 with the best team in the game. ZZ, I don't know what to tell him, man. Eventually, every dog's day comes to an end, man. And you have the best team in the game and you have the worst record. It doesn't make sense, ZZ. We need a resurgence from you, man. We need it, man. Please, give it to the people. Give it to the people. AFC North, we got the Browns. Very surprising thus far. Woods, man, 4-0. 4-0 for old man, 72-year-old Woods. Unbelievable, man. 33 points for, 19 against. He likes a lot of man. Maybe he switched it up. I haven't seen it this year yet, but he's 4-0. Very impressive thus far. We got the Bengals. Oh, man. A terrible two-step, 1-3. I think, I think Prime beat him down and put a 50 spot on him. Not good. He's only scoring 14 points a game. Then we got, this is another surprise here. NYT and the Ravens, I play him. He'll probably beat me because, Lamar is Lamar and Madden. But 1-3 is kind of surprising for the roster that he has. It's kind of, a letdown. And then we have KJ 0-3, with that rookie QB. KJ, all I got to say is, hey, keep an eye on that QB, man, because I might be coming for him, in a couple seasons. So develop him good for your man, Paulie, all right? AFC South, we got the GOAT, 4-0, 30 points for, 15 against. Then we got the Mad Bomber on his heels. You know what I call Bomber in this league? I was thinking about it today on the treadmill. Man, Bomber is I'm going to call him Mr. Second Fiddle because, you know, there's Dan, and then there's Prime in the AFC, and then, you know, Bomber's great. He's a lot better than me, you know, but he's always going to be second fiddle, it seems, to those guys. Like, playoffs, Super Bowls, like, he's Mr. Second Fiddle, and he's the nicest guy in the world, man. I like Bomber. I even like when he gets mad, you know, but I'm just telling the truth. Like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Mr. Second Fiddle. Like, you got the main show, and then you got Bomber, the second show. You know, it's just, and that's what it is. And then we got Mr. October. You know, we had a big win off Bomber, then he got his ass kicked tonight, so maybe just a fluke. And then we got my boy Coop, 0-3. He's figuring things out, you know, a little bit. 0-3-1. Who the hell ties in Madden, by the way? Then we go NFC East. We got the football team at 2-2, tied for first. We got Rowan at 2-2, tied for first. We got the Eagles Hedgecock, the sharpest cock in the SML, 1-2. And then we got my boy Grams. He knows everything about the game, knows everything about the draft, but his team is still 1-3. Very disappointing for Grams. You know, he should have done some trades with Miami if he wanted to become better. But hey, I ended up better off, man. Trust me. The football team just getting its pass rusher back. They're 2-2. This division is one of the toughest, the most even in the SML. Anybody could win it in this division. I don't really see a favorite right now. I know that the football team gets Chase Young back. That might change things. NFC West, we got Little Meats from 3-1. We got Tinny Titans, man, one of my surprises thus far at 3-1. He just bent over Meats, you know, put the lube, and just really, like, gave it to him, man. Like, wow. I know he plays him in another week, and we'll go get into that a little later. But he's 3-1. We got Dump 3-2. Dump is notorious for saying, I'm back, and then losing the next two games. Like, Dump, take this advice from your boy, man. Just shut up. Shut the hell up. Play your games, be the silent assassin, and surprise people. Don't put yourself out there and put a target on your back, man, because that's when bad things happen. RD with Tua, 2-2. I hope Tua's treating you well, man, and he's a big runner. And again, this division, I see, you know, Cards, and I see Dump making a resurgence, and maybe RD. Tiny, he might be playing above his level right now, but we'll see. It's too early to determine. NFC North, we got 4-0 Vikings, Faz, the choke monster in the Super Bowl. He's doing well, 32 points. And we got Motel Mike at 2-1. Mike just signs all the has-been Colts on his team, so I don't know if he can ever build a team like that. Then we got Figs, 0-4, the best trade partner in the SML. Me and him got a great relationship as far as trades goes. You know, I gave him a stupendous trade. You know, I don't think I got the best of that trade, but, you know, I hope it works out for him, and I know it will with all the picks and the future assets. You know, I got stuck with a bum QB that will cost me a lot of money in a couple years, but it is what it is. We got Hover, 0-5. Hova beat me last year, and I'll never forget that. Next time I play you, you better watch out. That's all I got to say. And the last division from the champ, the Buccaneers, Dookie, undefeated without his two-star players, too, that was suspended for the first 4 weeks by the mean admins. He's 5-0. He's really not skipping a beat, man, without his two best players. So, admins, I think you got to try harder next time, man, to keep Dookie down. Then we got what was once Royce and now is Dominic the Donkey at 2-2. I don't know really what to say about him. Oh, man. And then we got Colt 45, 2-2, who's just, you know, Mr. 500. And we got Lawyer Killer, 2-3, played 2 games today. I don't know if he won the second one, but he lost the first to Grams, which is never a good thing. So that's the standings. That's where we are, man. Now we're going to go, let's go Game of the Week, man. Can we do Game of the Week? Yeah, we can do Game of the Week. All right, let's do the Truth Game of the Week. Let's go.
It's time for Paulie's Game of the Week.
All right, quickly. We're going to run through this. Game of the Week, Week 6. Only good game I kind of saw. The week's kind of weak. You know, the week's kind of weak. Get it? So we're going to run Seattle and the Cards rematch. I know this time, you know, last time they met, it was a 28-14 Tiny Titans win, which surprised the whole SML without a doubt. But this time, you know, I don't think, you know, the Cards can lose twice to Tiny. If he can, then I'm proven wrong, because Tiny's my boy. I want him to win every game. I want him to go undefeated and meet me in the Super Bowl, because I know, you know, I stand a chance to win. But that being said, I think this time around, you know, the Cards have 29th in the league in actually 29 a game, points 4. That's 9th in the SML. They're pretty good defense. Tiny, on the other hand, 25 points a game, 17th in the SML, 25 points against, 16th in the SML. So I'm going to call this game Game of the Week, and this time it's going to be turned around. I think Meats is going to be more focused. He might have took Tiny a little light. So I'm going to go 31-20 Cards, Game of the Week, Week 6, SML, baby. All right, next, The Truth. Top 10 power rankings, baby. The only true power rankings in the SML. So don't sleep. Here it comes, baby. Let's go. It's time for Paulie's top 10 SML power rankings. All right. I had to sit down and do a lot of thought on this, man. There's a lot of undefeated teams in this league, man. There's a lot of undefeated teams, and there's a lot of close teams that it's hard to defer, who's up and who's down. But, all right, let's start at number 10 here. I'm going to go with a team that should be higher, but supposedly he said he was just trying to develop his quarterback. He won the AFC East last year. I'm going to go with the Pats, 2-2 at number 10. Number 9, I think he's the first time in the top 10. I don't know. This might even deserve, breaking news. Hold on. Wait.
Breaking news!
Yeah, it's breaking news for sure because this is his first time in the top 10. Tiny Titans and Seattle Seahawks 3-1 with a big win off, the Cards and Meats. Unbelievable win. He's number 9 on the ranking. Number 8, we have a guy who, legendary, Prime tells us the stories. He used to be dominant in this league, but maybe he is. I know he's second in his division. It's the Raiders. 3-1. He's, doing well, man. He drafted pretty good, and he has some studs and a lot of speed on that team. Number 7 on the Truth Countdown, we have the Cards. Okay, 3-1. Huge loss, though. Huge loss to Tiny Titans, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but Meats, you're lucky. You're at number 7. You're 3-1. Then at number 6, we got an undefeated team here. We got an undefeated team, and, this is surprising. I haven't looked at his schedule if he's played any cupcakes, but he's 4-0, undefeated. We got the oldest member of the SML community, Coach Woods, at 4-0. And then, at number 5, we get somebody who is 4-1, okay? I know Woods will be mad because he's undefeated, but this guy I'll take over you any day. And, this is the guy who spoils many people's dreams, man, because he spoiled my dream first week of the season. And I'm going to go Mad Bomber, 4-1 at number 5. At number 4, I'm going to go, let's see, somebody who couldn't do this in the Super Bowl. Let's see.
Finish him.
Nope, he couldn't finish him in the Super Bowl, the one appearance he had. At 4-0, Faz, 4-0, number 4. At number 3, we got the priest, the pastor, the pope. At 3-0, hasn't played his game yet. He's dangerous. You got to study him to have a clue. If you don't, you have no clue. So that's Dan and the Broncos. At number 2, guess who it is? Number 2, not number 1 though. Number 2, the GOAT. Prime time at 4-0, undefeated. His RB just, is like 99 overall. His QB's getting there. His team's getting there. Watch out, AFC and SML. The Colts are number 2, man. The Colts are number 2. Number 1, man. Number 1. The best player for now in the SML. Here we go.
You smart. You very smart.
He's a smart guy, man. He's a smart guy because he predicted it and then he did it. It's Little Dookie. Little Dookie, number 1 in the SML power rankings. The Truth, top 10. And this is the Truth, man. That's the power ranking. So next, this is going to get interesting here, man. I'm going to bring on a caller during water cooler talk. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce water cooler talk. And I'm going to bring on that caller. And then, this is the part where I might get kicked out of the SML. But hey, at least I go on top, man. So without further ado, here comes water cooler talk. All right, fellas, we're on to Water Cooler Talk here, the last segment of the truth around the SML. We got a very special caller, but I'm just going to introduce the segment right now. Let's get it.
It's time for Water Cooler Talk around the SML with Paul.
All right, so this segment, traditionally, we've been telling the truth about some hot topics in the SML, and we've called people out. You know, we've told the truth. We called the bushwhackers, whatnot. You know, I know most people in this segment would want me to go over, you know, Dan and his fat fingers pressing run commit in the Super Bowl and pissing down his leg versus Dookie, you know, as he figured out there was no more handouts in the Super Bowl because his boy Faz wasn't on the other side. But I'm not going to go over that. That's played out at this point. You know, what I am going to do is I'm going to bring on an ex-SML member who is an OG. He's been here almost since the start of the SML. And you know the truth, and Coach P, I always give credit to those who came before me and those that started what is great and what I am now is what is the SML. So without further ado, I'm going to bring the guy on with a little intro. We're going to ask him a couple questions and let him, I don't know, let him kind of like talk to the SML on why he's not in the SML. All right, so we're going to roll him on right now. Let's roll it.
Yeah, riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, look at Zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po no more. Boy.
All right, so you can guess by that intro who I'm bringing on. Royce, are you there?
I am here. I am here, and I am not happily here, but I am here.
All right, good. I'm glad you're not happy because, you know, I don't want you to be happy on this show. I just want you to tell, you know, the SML the true feelings, and that's all I can ask, man. You've been a truth disciple since day one, and, you know, like I said, I bring the OGs on. But first question for you. I'm gonna let you know of the first comment that was said in chat after you got the boot and after they removed your name from the chat. I'm not going to mention who it is because I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but I'm going to read it word for word, okay? And then you're going to give me your comments and you can guess who it is. But there was about 6 likes on that. I know who the likes were. I'm not gonna you know, bring that up. The loyalty is a thing with me, man, but I'm going to say it right now. So after you got the boot, literally 2 minutes after, it's quoted by saying, "I'm glad he got the boot. It's one thing to have things come up, but it's a whole other thing to just disappear without saying anything and not even have the common decency to return a DM." So, and then somebody wrote after that, "Communication is key." I agree. Okay, so what is your thoughts on that, and who do you think it would be, if anybody?
I want to say dump, and if it is dump, I really do apologize. I meant to answer your DM, and I really did just keep forgetting. So if it was dump, I do apologize. Because I did mean to respond, and that's 100% on me. And being a commish of primer, communication is key, and again, that's 100% on me, and I take full responsibility for just disappearing and not communicating. And to the SML, I am sorry for that.
All right, so you're one of the OGs in the SML. You know, when I came in the league, man, you're one of the guys I look forward to meeting because you're a big personality in the SML. So, Royce, what happened, and what do you have to say to the SML people? What happened? Explain it. What do you have to say?
I want to say life, but it's not even really life at this point. I work 4 days a week, and again, everyone works. I work 8 to 6. I have flag 5 nights a week, and I normally don't get home now until like 9:30. So when those 2 off days, which are basically Monday and Saturday, and if I do work those days, I come home and it's just I am ready for bed. And yeah, I'm 24. I should be like, oh, I have all this energy, but that kicks my ass. And playing 4 or 5 times a week, my body hates me, especially when I don't go to sleep until 12 and I wake up at 6 every day.
Yeah, man, I get you. You know, you're a different time of your life that requires, different focus. And I never hated you for that. You know, I joked around, but I never really hated you because I've been there, man. I have a big heart and I've been there. Next question. Do you think you'll ever be back in the SML? Because I'm guessing they're going to make you do the primer route. So are you willing to do that ever? Maybe you can calm down in life?
I want to, yeah. And if I have to take the primer route, that's so be it. Everyone has to do that. There's some SML members who were there, joined back, came into the primer. So I'm 100% if time allows, willing to go through the primer route. And if I have to stay in primer for 2-3 cycles to prove myself, if I can come back, so be it. I will accept that.
And do you think there was anybody in Prime or the men's ear in order to fast forward this decision? Or do you think it was just on the men's?
I was thinking about it for honestly since the start of this last season. I tried so hard to get my schedule going, but it wouldn't happen. And someone may have been in Prime's ear. I should have been in Prime's ear, giving them the heads up that hey, this might be happening. But like I was so focused on trying to stay in the league rather than helping the league that it backfired. And I knew the time came. I was like, it's time for me to go. I'm just only hurting the league. I'm not actually helping it by trying to stay in.
Hey, the first step to recognition is first step to recovery is recognition. So I applaud you for that. One of the last questions I have for you: how was Prime in the admins over your departure? Like, were they cold? Were they like, you have to get out of here? You're hurting the league, or were they, hey man, you can't be doing what you're doing. You got to go. Like, how were they? Were they cold? 'Cause I know Prime has a tendency to be cold at times in the admins, but how were they?
Prime, amazing. He was like, you know what? I totally understand. He wanted to keep in contact, which I'm totally down with because I love everyone in the SML. And Meats, fuck you, Meats. I can't believe you took me and you staying and added NYT. Out of all fucking people, you added NYT. Oh my god.
Oh man, yeah, man. Like, Prime, I'll give him credit for this. I see it all from the outside. I have a couple insiders, but they told me that Prime really tried to keep you in. He didn't just boot you, when he could have. He waited. He was more patient than he is with most individuals because he knew your track record as an OG. So I'll give Prime credit on that. Is there last thing you want to say, man, to the SML people? This might be the last time they hear you, man. Is there anything you want to peep out to them?
Yeah, I'm sorry for the way things went down. Like I said, I was more focused on me staying in the league than being a commissioner of the primer and being a member of the SML and helping the SML move forward. I take full responsibility for that. The lack of communication and everything, that's 100% on me. And I really do apologize. The SML is my home. I've been in here, I want to say, since Madden 15, 16, something like that. So hopefully I will be back. Hopefully if I do come back, you guys can accept me with open arms. And NYT, fuck the Yankees.
Yes, sir. I like the NYT fuck things. Hey, Royce, it was a pleasure getting to know you, man. This is a sad moment in the Truth's life, man, because you're a big supporter, even though, we faked that we were against each other, but we know we were really in each other's camp. Hopefully you return another day soon and very soon, and I'll be in your corner, man. But, hey, get things straightened out and know that we're always home.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. The biggest truth hater is going to end it on the truth.
All right, brother. Take care, man. Go get some sleep, man. Flag up in the early. Peace out, man. I'll let him out.
Riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, look at Zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po' no more, boy.
All right, fellas, that was the truth around the SML. It was a heartfelt edition, man. Hey, a lot of people could have came on and spit fire there at the end, but Royce was true to the heart, man. And I give him credit, man. He was genuine, and I give credit to that. I have a soft spot for people that been around a long time and had a part in the evolution of things. So Royce is definitely like that. He's going to be missed here in the SML, man. And hey, without further ado, we'll be back at the end of the season, maybe for the 3/4 show or whatnot. But hey, for now, the truth. See you later.